Fellas, in this video, I want to talk about why nothing will change in 2026 until you understand these four things. All right. A lot of us have these New Year's resolutions, what I like to call New Year's intentions. We all have these, man. We all trying to do something new. We're all trying, new year, new me. I'm going to work on this, et cetera, et cetera. And a lot of us, it just falls to the wayside. We start off for 3 weeks, maybe a month. And before you know it, we're back to our old ways. So I have four reasons why nothing will change until you understand these four things. And these will allow you to be able to get on your path, get on your journey, and actually stay on it. And so that you don't keep falling off. All right. So the first thing you need to understand is that it all starts with your mindset. Okay. No matter what you're trying to change, no matter what you're trying to do, it starts with how your mind works. Take it from me. I was an alcoholic at one point. All right. I quit drinking 7.5 years ago. And when I stopped drinking, I literally had to shift my entire mindset. When I got off of work, when I was used to doing something, you know what I'm saying? Used to moving a certain way, going to the bar and drinking. That's what I did. So when I quit drinking, I had to shift and change up everything that I was doing. I couldn't go to the bar anymore. I had to literally start like rewiring how I operated. Couldn't go to the bar anymore. Couldn't slide by the gas station and grab a tall can. You know what I mean? For when I got to the crib, I couldn't do any of that anymore. I had to start operating a different way, and it started with up here in my mind. I had to realize that if I want to quit drinking, if I want to be somebody who doesn't overindulge in alcohol, doesn't drink alcohol at all, I have to start moving a certain way. How does that person move? So that's what I mean when I'm saying you have to understand this. When you start trying to do different things in your life, like you want to start going to the gym, right? You have to look at like, how does a person who goes to the gym consistently, what do they do? What do they do that I'm not doing? Do they have a bag ready in the car in the passenger seat so that their stuff is already there? Do they have stuff written out? Do they have their plan written out of what they're working out the next day? This is what you have to start understanding, and why I say it starts with your mindset. You got to get your mindset right so that whatever it is you're trying to achieve and trying to attack, you're coming at it with like a mental sharpness about it. You're not just winging it. You're not just like, all right, well, I want to start working out. I got my gym membership. Let's go. And you don't know your head from your ass. You don't know what to do. And in 3 weeks, you're going to fall off because you don't know what to do. You didn't plan and your mindset is not sharp. All right. The second thing that you need to understand is that you have to set small goals, small attainable goals. I feel like a lot of us, we just jump into the deep end, man. We like, I'm gonna just figure this shit out. I want to start working out. And I'm using the working out thing as an example because that's one of these popular New Year's resolutions that we all try to strive for, right? So whenever we start working out, it's like we go full on. And I used to see this when I was working in the gym as a personal trainer. And you can see that a lot of people, they take on so much, man. They're not even setting goals for themselves. And it's not that they're just not setting goals for themselves. The goals they are setting are almost like not attainable. When I used to talk to a new client in the gym, I used to always ask them, like, what can you commit to? How many days in a week in the gym can you for sure say I will be here? And some people are like, oh, 3 days out the week. And then you get those people that are overly ambitious, man. I just can't wait to get going, man. I want to be in here like 5, 6 days, bro. And it's like, all right, slow down. What can you commit to? I know you want to do 5, 6 days, but what can you actually commit to and actually show up for consistently? Start there. Because if you start with that 5, 6 days, you're going to fall off, man, because you know it's not sustainable, especially if you're brand new in this world. So it's really important to set those small, attainable types of goals for yourself, man. All right, the third thing you need to understand is to not bite off more than you can chew. For example, say you're somebody who wants to start working out. You need to become more aware of, are you the person who's ready to go to the gym, or do you need to start doing some push-ups in your living room first? Don't bite off more than you can chew. If you're a person who you want to go get the gym membership, but in actuality, you're not really there yet. You don't do any physical activity. You might have a job where you sit down all the time. You don't go for walks. You don't move. You don't move. All right. And you're trying to just go ahead and jump into the gym. You can do that if you want to. I'm sure there's people in the gym that can guide you and help you get going. All right. That's what the gym is there for. But also, so that you don't set yourself up for failure, if you're somebody who's not really doing anything physical, like say, for example, you're watching this video right now, you can do some push-ups right now in the crib. You can pause this video, you can put the phone down, you can let it down, still hear my voice, watch the video, and do some push-ups while you're listening to me. You know, if you've never done anything like this, if you're brand new to it, start off with doing like 10 push-ups at the crib. Start saying that, hey, you know, when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna knock out 20, 30 push-ups. Start building this routine for yourself, all right? Don't bite off more than you can chew, meaning like, I need to go to the gym. I need to go 5 to 6 days. And if I don't, then I'm a failure. Like, no, chill out. Crawl before you walk, man. Take your time. This is where that awareness comes in, and you need to realize, where are you in your journey? Are you a person who's ready for the gym? Or are you a person who just needs to start doing some push-ups and some jumping jacks and some body squats at the crib? Now, this is not to say on the flip side of this, some of us need to get out of our environment in order to like kind of feel that sense of motivation. That's kind of how I am too. It is a little bit difficult to like say, hey, I'm gonna do this in my living room or at my house. Some of us need to step out of that, go get the gym membership so that you have somewhere to go. Totally get that. I actually totally support that as well too. All right, but I'm just saying, if you like, you know, you brand new, you want something actionable, practical right now in this moment, then just start doing some push-ups. All right. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Just start off with some simple shit. Fellas, if you're enjoying this video so far, please smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you know when I make more videos just like this. All right. Now, for this last reason that nothing's going to change until you understand this, is to be aware that you are working a new muscle. Any of these New Year's resolutions, any of these intentions you're setting for yourself, and this different way of living that you're trying to step into, realize that you are working a new muscle. Okay, there's a learning curve to it. Even in going to the gym, there's a learning curve in this developing a routine. So have some grace with yourself too, and just understand that it takes time. It's going to take time for you to kind of adjust to a new learning curve. It's funny when you think about it too, right? Like when you think about this metaphor, like when you start going to the gym and you start lifting, you know, to try to get your biceps stronger, there's a learning curve in how to do that, how to squeeze the muscle, how to stretch the muscle. There's a whole learning curve to that. And what's so ironic about, you know, that is that there's a learning curve in even getting to the gym, getting off of work and then going to the gym directly thereafter. There's a learning curve in that. So a lot of us give up too easily on things. A lot of us, we let the routine and the lack of training that muscle, that metaphorical muscle, we let that kind of, you know, get us off our path and get us off our track, man. So you really want to realize that everything in life is a learning curve. When you play Madden, it's a learning curve to it. Even if you've been playing it for 25 years, the new one come out, there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. You got to figure out the button a little bit differently. How to hold the turbo when you do X, Y, when you want to do your move, right? There's a learning curve to it. There's a learning curve to everything. So what I'm saying is have grace with yourself when you're starting to try these new different things for the new year and beyond. Have grace with yourself to be able to pick up the habit of doing it before you give it up. So I think if you can understand these 4 things, man, you'll have a lot more success in, you know, attaining whatever that goal is and sustaining it, man, maintaining it, not just letting it slip through your fingers after 3 weeks or a month of doing something, you know, just because it's January. Also, if you enjoyed this video, you know, on how to shift your mindset and understand your mindset a bit better, then check out my playlist on how to change your mindset. All right, I'll leave it floating around on the screen. Also, book that one-on-one coaching call if you want to go deeper into understanding your mindset and understanding yourself. All right, I will see you on the next video. Peace.